Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. I'm not going to do my official opening until there we go. All right, all right. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's it's Friday. It's Friday. Hey. Okay, so I so YouTube get to see all my mess behind me. Now, child, I'm trying to hide it. I'm trying to all put it behind my chair. But you see, I got my little makeup caddy over here. Let me not have all this, and then I have my headsets in the back, y'all. See, I have a little makeup caddy, which is consists of mostly just lipsticks and glosses, you know, whatever. It's funny because I was just talking to my cousin last night, and she said, "Are you into makeup?" I was like, "Child, the most I do is a morning lip." I know I did that for a minute, um, but really, it's not really extensive. Every now and again, I'll dress my face up, child. But I'm not a real makeup person. But anyway, I hope y'all had a wonderful night's rest, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. We got a show for you today. As if you've seen the title, we're going to get into that after the morning announcements. Okay, y'all, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I wonder if y'all can hear my sound. I'm going to add some sound. Hey, y'all doing good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday! I have already did my dance. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. And for the average 9 to 5er, okay, for the average 9 to 5er, okay, Monday through Friday, y'all. This is the weekend. Okay. For me, it's is my busy time. Weekends is juicy, juicy for me. That's right. TGI Friday, child. Okay, now if you looked at, like I said earlier, if you seen the title, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But after the morning announcement, I was gonna try to be burn, 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 burn. I do have sounds. I'm gonna put applause in there. Okay. I think I may have pushed the wrong button. But anyway, the only one's going to really hear the sounds is possibly Instagram. That wasn't an applause. I wanted to do this. There you go. Morning announcements. Morning announcements. Okay. I don't know if y'all hear that sound, but I did an applause. I did something. I pushed the button. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get a little more to it. But anyway, let's get into the morning announcement. You know what it is. Sunday, single and satisfied. Be here on Instagram. I don't know what's going on with my internet, but I keep freezing over here, or at least from what I'm seeing. But either way, more 7:30 here on Instagram. Be here. Period. Now let's move on. DoorDash Chronicles. Burr, 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 burr. I'm gonna have to do it with my mouth. Dun, dun, dun. Cheers, like hey. I got sounds. I got sounds. I hope y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it on Instagram. Uh, for YouTube, I didn't have hook up my mic to the YouTube, but at any rate, DoorDash Chronicles. I just want to talk about. I want to talk about how DoorDash be sneaking in those low vibrational orders. And when I say a low vibrational orders, for me as a driver, I like to take orders that are at least $2 a mile. I don't care if you tipped or not, But usually if it's $2 a mile, you're tipped. But I do $2 a mile. The way they sneak in those low vibrational orders, DoorDash, you a sneaking frickin' frack, okay? Is they'll stack the order. So it looks nice. You got a $15 order, okay? Comes in. You click, oh hell yeah, $15 for like 6 miles. That's more than $2 a mile, right? Then you click it and you realize it's two, you're picking up from two places, right? One from Extreme Teriyaki, and one from Shane's Ribs. And this is actually what happened yesterday. And I was like, okay, but it wasn't 15, it was like $11. And I'm like, see, I've done this before. I picked up a double order, it seems really good. And then I go to deliver them, and the first order, one of the orders, I don't say one of them because sometimes it's opposite. The first one would be like $2.50, and you done drove 7 miles. I'm exaggerating, but sometimes it be like that. Okay. And this person then paid $2.50 for you to drive 5 miles. Okay, low vibrational. That's not even $2 a mile. Okay. Then we have, then the second order will be like $13 to go 2 miles. Okay. In that case, it's like, okay, because the other person pretty much tipped for the additional bull BS order. I was about to cuss. I'm trying not to cuss so much. You know what I'm saying? It can't be a good look. I'm trying not to. But child, Lord help me to not, cuss as much, okay? Then be a good representation for you, Holy Spirit. But in other cases where one of them tipped regularly, and the other one don't tip at all, and you drive really far. Well, guess what? I done figured out how you could do it now. Even though I knew I could do this, some things I don't, you know what I'm saying? But this time, you can go into the app. It's like, it looks like a tiered line. So you click on that to see where you're driving to. And you put that into your GPS, whether it's Google Map, Waze, or whatever iPhone people use. Okay, I don't know. No diss. Yeah, a little bit of shade though. Still a little bit of shade to the iPhone users. Because they always shaming us Android users. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, they and see how far you have to go. Because that's how they sneak it in. And I found one with the order I just told you, Extreme Teriyaki and Shane's. Okay. One was definitely 5 something for like 3 miles. It's not egregious, but it was worth it. I feel good. But the other had me, clear across town for $5. It was 8 miles. When I looked up, it was 8 miles from the restaurant. I quickly unassigned that one because I wouldn't have felt, and it's not that, all right, Team Android, that's right. Okay, we the smart ones. Okay, we don't be paying a whole bunch of money for for a device. We pay money. I'm like, my Samsung, be doing the trick. I've always known Samsung, but anyway. So going on to these low vibrational, I quickly unassigned that one because before I pick up the food, because I realized that was going too far. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't do it because it's not gonna put me in a good mood. I don't take orders that if I'm fussing about it the whole way, I say I'm driving clear across town for $5. No. Inflation. Give me $2 a mile. Tip. And that's a sign that they tip. And then in that, when you can find out where you find out the address where you're delivering to, it also gives you the instructions. Child, it is always the non-tip and want you to drive their food, pick up their food in Midtown and drive as clear across town to the West End. Okay, and they have all the instructions. I need you to step to the left, step to the right, crisscross, then ring the bell. And it's like, you know what? Not for $5 to drive 8 miles. No, no. Now, if I was on a benevolent day, it wouldn't matter. But I have to keep myself in good spirits with good energy and high vibrations because I really believe in your energy. I believe in vibrations. I believe in all of that matters. You know what I'm saying? And if you get into that low vibrational mode, it's just going to bring a whole bunch of bullshit. Okay. And yeah, I did say something bush. Is that what I call it? Bush? You know what I was trying to say. Because I'm God's changing me. Okay, on the inside. Okay. Not to say I might not cuss on Sunday. I'm gonna try not to, but I will be sipping. Okay. But at any rate, um, with that, I mean, I have to keep my vibrations high, or I'm just going to start bringing in a whole bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take orders that I enjoy. And that, hopefully, what I said is a tip for anybody that's driving DoorDash that may see this later. Go to that it's at the top, or at least on my phone, it's at the top. It's like tiered lines. Find out where you're dropping off, and then pull up the address in your GPS and determine if you want to keep that order. Unassign it if you don't want it. Don't do that too often, but definitely, because if you unassign a lot, you take orders and unassign them, that could deactivate you. But DoorDash be trying you. Sometimes they be trying you. Okay, so just look at that and just be careful with those orders. Now, if you okay with taking them and you're doing DoorDash for extra cash, and if that's what it takes and you want to do it, then do that. But I'm just saying, as a bit of an experience, or when I say experience, I've only been driving with DoorDash since October of last year. But these are little tips and tricks that I'm learning as I drive with them temporarily until I take off into the stratosphere. I'm just saying. Every celebrity, every person have paid their dues, and this is me paying mine. Okay, it is driving with DoorDash. It's doing little odd jobs here and there in order to stay out of the office. Now, mind you, I am never too proud to go right back to that racist. Well, I won't say the firm was racist. The firm was not racist, but that manager, though. That manager. I'll go right there and let her smile in her face all the time. I'm trying to take her place. Backstab. Let me tell you, okay? I'm here. I will go right back if I have to pay bills, okay? Because I'm the only one here doing this. I don't have a husband or a family heritage or anything that is paying my bills. It's just me, child. Me and Jesus. Me and the Holy Spirit. Me and God. There's 4 of us. God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and me. Okay? That is making this work with some assistance from family members and friends that help me do this now. And I contribute that to God giving me favor with men. Man, not men. Okay. Now, feel free if you believe in my content created or you like my content created, how to support me monetarily if I'm not asking for it. Please, I'm not begging for the money. Okay, I've been accused of always begging for money on here. I mean, and apparently it's not working because nobody is cash apping my ass. Okay, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm not doing this to get the money today. Well, actually, no, I didn't start the morning chat in order to get money. I started because I'm telling you, I first of all I like to talk. I love talking. Number two, I have been through some things and I want to share that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That I have. I'm 51. I've been through some. Now, I ain't been through some things that some other people have been through, but I've lived. I've lived. Okay? I got some stories that maybe it could be a cautionary tale so that you don't have to go through what I go through. And three, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got opinions. You know what I'm saying? And all my friends don't want to hear my opinions about everything. And four, I often have really riveting conversations with my friends and my family. And unfortunately, I can't get nobody to do this show with me. Okay. Because we be going boom, boom, boom sometimes, but at the end, still loving one another because we respect each other's opinion. That's still like me and my friend Lisa tried it. Okay, but we were just in two different directions. I was more this and she was more that, and then we just decided mutually to part ways. Okay. But it was the beginning of really doing it. She was the one who was intending on doing a podcast, and I came to her like, we should do it together. You should do it with me. You know what I'm saying? She had a whole nother thing, but her whole thing was that. But that's how I got into that. But anyway, that is so far from the DoorDash Chronicles. I'm just saying. And so wrapping back around to DoorDash Chronicles, beware of the low vibrational orders. Set what you will take. Okay, $1 a mile, $1.50 a mile, $2 a mile, $3 a mile, and take those orders. Check it by using the little icon. It's on the top for me. It's at the top. It's like tiered lines. You tap on that, and it'll tell you who you're picking up for, and you find the name, and then you tap that one, and it will say where you're delivering to and give you the instructions. Okay. If it doesn't make you feel good, unassign that order. Okay. Okay. So they be sneaking it in on you with the stacked orders. And if you don't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's end that joint. Let's end that joint, man. Cheers. Woo! I hope y'all can hear it. Burn, 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 burn. Let's move on to the short chat. So I got a few short chats that I just want to give my touch on and move on. Okay. So I know this is old news, but y'all heard about the Cashapp owner that got stabbed and killed right before they came out with the announcement of FedNow. Okay. The conspiracy is allegedly. I'm gonna say this: government, don't come for me. I just had heard this on the street. I might believe it. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just saying. Don't come for me. I'm a little podcaster. I'm a little Instagram. Nobody really listens to me. Not me. But I had heard the government did. Or that's the conspiracy. That the government took out that so that they can bring out FedNow. The new word on the street is what they presented it as another option, like Cash App and Venmo and PayPal, is they're not going to be an option. The only way you could transfer money in the United States at least, is through FedNow. They're trying to take out Cashapp, PayPal, Venmo, any other way of transferring their digital dollar is through FedNow. Okay, allegedly. Allegedly. I haven't done the research to say, here's the proof. This is what they're saying. This is going to be the only way to transfer money. Okay. When I heard about FedNow, thanks to my cousin, she knows who she is. I didn't feel good about that at all. I did not feel good about this at all. Okay. Because now the government can see what you're transferring. The word is possibly they can reject or they can stop a payment to somewhere they don't want you to pay. Or why are you giving this money to your son? Because he's my son. Okay. Or why are you giving this $20 for this or that? Okay. If you owe taxes, they just gonna snatch it from your account. I mean, not that they don't do that now. Okay. But they have to go through court proceedings and stuff like that to get what you call it, I can't think of that process where they just take the money from your account. They hold your funds and then take your money. They can do that now, but they have to go through proceedings to get that done. With FedNow, they'll just snatch it. They'll just snatch it. You'll have $1,000 in your bank account. Tomorrow it won't. And Uncle Sam's gonna be like, you owed that taxes. Okay. Oh, so you made $2,000 at that vending event. I'm gonna take my piece without even asking. They already do that now. Well, they don't do it like when you get paid on your paycheck, they come out first. But you have to sign, forms and all that stuff to say, hey, I'm a W-2, take my taxes out of my paycheck before I see it. Okay. This way they can just snatch it. Oh yeah, we did it. They just debo you. He said, oh, here comes the government. You Uncle Sam, and you putting your chain on it. They said, make sure they can't see you. What's that? The government just gonna come and snatch that chain off your neck like Debo. And you're gonna be like, that bike, you think I can have my bike back? I mean, it's still gonna be yours, but it just be at my house. You know what I'm saying? My dad was saying that you should, you know what I'm saying? And then Debo is gonna knock your daddy out. You know what I'm saying? Or knock you out for even asking for your money back that you worked hard for. They're gonna snatch your back and you ain't gonna be able to get it back. Okay. And as much as Donald Trump wasn't the best look for our country as a president, my spirit said this would have never happened under Trump. This would have never happened under Trump. And I am not a Trump supporter, but more and more, certain things that's happening under the Biden administration, I am disappointed that I voted for him. FedNow? For really? For real. Okay. I'm side-eyeing Biden and Harris right now. What the fuck is you doing? And this is supposedly a solution to the US dollar going down in value, being nothing, worth nothing. And I'm like, that's bullshit. I feel like that's bullshit. If that dollar was actually backed by actual gold, how can you say it's not valuable? I mean, yeah, okay, so we can't use the US dollar in Russia or China or people who don't like us. Fuck. It's backed by gold. That tells me, is it really backed by gold? Okay. So I'm just saying, I don't like the whole, but this is something that is inevitable. This is what was being done under our noses while we were worried about Smith slapping Chris Rock, and we were worried about what's going on Love and Hip Hop, and what's going on with your celebrity. Or is Rihanna pregnant again and she's floating? We worried about all that. Meanwhile, the government is setting up, enacting controls that they planned on doing. But I'm gonna go more into that when I get into my main topic. Okay. I want to move on to the other short chat. I had heard that there is a new regulation or a new thing that they're doing with mortgages where, and I mean, just look it up. This may be a full on that they're offering lower interest rates for those who doesn't have the best credit, so you can own a home or at least get a loan at a lower rate. Some people feel like, you mean I went through all this trouble to get my credit score to 750 and all this stuff so that I can buy a home for a lower interest rate, and now y'all done changed the rules so that people who have 650 or 700, now I don't know the exact number, but those who don't have the most perfect credit, I'm not talking about bad credit like you don't pay shit back. Okay, I'm talking about those who's like, we're at 699 or we at 678. Allow them to go ahead and get a mortgage, and we're going to give them a lower percentage rate to allow them to own homes. That's awesome for those who doesn't have perfect credit, which it makes sense because especially us coming out of a panoramic, okay, there's a lot of people who lost their job, had to pivot, some, and their credit isn't the best because they lost their job during the panoramic. Okay. And their credit got a little messed up because of the panoramic. You know what I'm saying? Short story. I had a former co-worker and a wonderful friend, and she may be here, may see this later on, who before she came working for us, before the pandemic, she worked at a car dealership. You know what I'm saying? And once the panoramic hit, the sales went flip. Okay. She was making good money. Okay. Good. She said, was making good money. And child, let me tell you something. This young lady is beautiful. You understand me? She could have went into modeling. She is a beautiful, we're in the same age. Look, girl, I look good for 51. Homegirl look way better than me. Okay. And she got body. Child, she could just like, hey, how you doing? And walk up to, so some man would have paid all her bills. That's how beautiful I believe she is. Okay. And a beautiful person. You know what I'm saying? But he said that the reason why I'm here now and I accepted this job is because I wasn't making any more money at this car dealership anymore. And she was doing like high end, like a Mercedes dealership, something like that. She was making bread. And I know why she was making, but she was beautiful. I was like, I don't even want that Mercedes, but here I'll do it. And I am not a part of the LGBTQIA community. Nothing wrong with it. But child, I know a beautiful woman when I see one. I see why. I see why she was selling all the cars. But at any rate, um, I heard that that's good news for those who don't have the most perfect credit. Um, it kind of sucks for those who worked hard to get their credit up and they're not getting, the lowest. You know what I'm saying? So, look out for that. Look that up. I can't tell you that I'm gonna go back and find it and put it in the video later when I edit it, if I edit it, to be honest with you. Okay, a chick is busy. Okay, a chick is busy. So, that part. The next short chat. This is local news, child. There was a shootout at the Valero on Moreland and Memorial Drive on the corner of child. And I promise you, there's always something going on at that Valero. But it was a shootout. Like they had streets blocked. Okay. Thank God I wasn't driving at the time. I just saw the aftermath where they had streets blocked off, and I had to like Google what happened over here. And he said, "Child, it was a shootout." That's the way my Google speaks to me. I don't know about yours. Okay, Miss Google, she was like, "Girl, you ain't here." There was a shootout between police officers and a person that was attempting to rob. I'm assuming the Valeros, child. Okay. And the person that was trying to rob the store or the Valeros was unalived. What isn't that what the young people say? Is that what the young people they be saying? Hey, Gabby. They unalived. He's okay. Pew pew. Everybody's going down. That's the word on the street, child. Child, imagine if I was driving at the time when that happened. Oh, what if I pew? Oh, I was stopping to get gas, but not anymore, child. I'd have drove off, child. But yes, child, yes, my Lord and my God. Child. Okay, so that was the tea that I heard about it. Go look it up. You can Google Valeros and Moreland and Memorial Drive to get full story. That is not going to go because that's going to be old news next week. Okay, so let's get into my opinion about the main topic. The end is near. Dun-dun, the end is near. Okay, and your girl is like this, waiting for the trumpets to sound, okay? Waiting for that twinkling of the eye. Well, I'm out of here, okay? Because things I just never thought. Be honest with you, I never thought when I was 20, when I was 19, when I was 10, that I'd live to actually see the day. Now, when I got older, it's like, yeah, you would always hear growing up, you may hear, especially if you went to church or you had parents that were definitely churchgoers. It was much more church going parents and families back in the 80s and 70s, 80s, and even the 90s, and you hear your grandma's, oh, Jesus is coming back soon. This weather, why is it 60 degrees in July? Because you live in Hartford. Okay. It's cold. Okay. It don't get as warm as it does down here. Oh, Lord, it snowed in March. Jesus is coming back soon. Or, oh, Lord, Trump is president. Jesus is coming back soon. The craziest things that happen, you hear them always saying Jesus is coming back soon, and that is true. The end is near, but it is near. I mean, like it's in the air. Like Fed now, nigga. Fed now is going to be watching your funds and snatch and control your money. Okay. America is quickly becoming a non-superpower when it comes to countries. Soon it's going to be America who? You talking about Canada? I said that. It's going to be US is not going to exist. We're going to be Canada or Mexico or South America or whatever. We're just going to be South America. We're not going to be the United States of America. Soon it's going to be us trying to get over into Brazil and other South American countries. We're going to be trying to cross over into Mexico, into Canada. Okay. I mean, I've seen it coming long, kind of a while back, and it wasn't Trump, but there, I can't remember. I should have wrote it down what it was prior to now that it was like, oh yeah, something is brewing, and they about to. That was it. See, the Holy Spirit is so good. She said it was the digital transfer. God rest his soul, but my dad told me years before when we did the digital transfer with our televisions. Some of y'all remember when you have to actually walk up to your television and turn the knob to your channel. It's called analog TV. The way you got your shows is because you had antennas. Okay, that's how you got it. That's called analog television. Okay, and you had to actually go up to your television and turn the knob. And if you can't get a show, you put aluminum foil on them bunny ears and you kind of turn it so that you can get a better reception. Okay, televisions with tubes, or they call the big booty back, big booty televisions that had that big booty in the back. Okay, televisions that had tubes where the screen was made of actual glass. Okay, yeah. When we transferred from analog television to digital, okay, that was the first beginning of all of this to me. When I think back, I said, dang, everybody's got to have a digital television. You will not be able to not be on the grid if you want to watch television. And someone's okay with that. Okay. We had cell phones. That's also the beginning. Now it's like, how many households have a hard plug-in telephone in their home? Maybe some old school people, but even then, and some people say, well, I got a landline, but do you, or do you have a VI? Just because you plug it into something, if your computer goes down, or if you do not have internet service, can you still make a call? I'm just saying. If you don't have cable or internet service, can you still make a call? If your internet goes down today, can you call somebody? If the cell phone towers go down today, can you call somebody? I'm talking about Ma Bell. Young people don't know nothing about Ma Bell. Okay, that is the old telephone line. It was owned by Bell Company. Okay, plug it into the wall, still can get it. Go through the telephone lines, type of phone. I haven't had a landline since 2005. I haven't had a landline since 2005, 2003. I haven't had a landline. How you doing, bro? I haven't had a landline since then. How many of y'all have a landline? I have nothing but cell phones. If my internet goes down and the cell phone towers are blown up, I have no way of contacting anyone. Snail mail, old school. These young kids, I don't think they know how to write a letter. They be sending notes in the mail. You know what a stamp is? I don't think these kids know what a stamp is. They don't know how to mail. They be putting the address in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. No, this is not email. So where do I put their email address? You don't. You put their actual home address. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know how to even send snail mail. I would have to send snail mail. In about 2 weeks, you'll know how I'm doing. Well, I mean, I guess at the worst, it's been like a week that it takes for mail to get through to an address, you know? So what do? We got Fed Now happening. We have what else happening? We got our US dollar being worth pennies or nothing at all. Okay. I feel like the panoramic was a test to see how we would comply, which we didn't. A lot of America, there were states that was very complicit, like California and the northern states. They really did shut down and didn't go nowhere. But in Atlanta, we shut down for all of 2 weeks, and then we was right back outside, like, okay, you can still get these wings, just wait out there in that tent. Okay. We was having parties at our houses. I didn't. I did not. I stayed in the house mostly. I just went to work and come home. But, there was some things that changed, but I wore a mask. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I worked at Dollar Tree and they didn't even mandate that we wear masks as employees until like the end of 2020. They didn't get the little plastic divider, that little cheap little sheet of plastic at our cash registers. They're like, nigga, they ain't protecting us from ish. But we weren't mandated to wear masks. And I worked at the Dollar Tree during 2020. You understand what I'm saying? We weren't, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was one that hated the mask. I was so happy when they told us we didn't have to wear masks no more. I was so happy, but I wore it because that was what, I didn't put any faith in the mask. I said, how they went from, oh, you need to have an N95 mask on to properly protect you from it. And then, like, this is all in the first few months of the panoramic happening. I already said the demic, but I ain't, whatever. I'm not trying to say it consistently enough that they strike me. That these social media streaks strikes me. You understand what I'm saying? We got so with that, they went to, like, it's okay for the cloth mask. Like, oh, now it's okay for us to wear cloth masks because now your nurses and doctors can't get masks because we buying all of it up because we trying to protect ourselves. So I'm just saying that was a test to see if we were going to comply. And Americans did not all the way. You know what I'm saying? There was people, they're going to fight back. Okay. So even if you are like me and have possibly, and I'm questioning that history, I'm questioning the whole slave history. Were we slaves? You know what I'm saying? Who's telling this story? Who's telling this story? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying we weren't. I don't know. I don't know nothing anymore, to be honest with you. Okay. I don't trust the government ish. You know what I'm saying? I follow the rules because I've been behind that steel door one time in my life, child. Once. I don't want to see no parts of it no more. I don't like being confined to one place unless it's a really, really, really big place that I can just roam freely around. You know what I'm saying? Like a mansion or something. But to be confined to know that I can't go nowhere and I don't have everything I need inside my home, I don't like it. Just the thought. It's like I get claustrophobic. Okay. And I know that I didn't say that right, but it is near. And then we got to think about how, oh, child, get your seeds now. Now, if y'all did not know, who was it? Jobs. No, not Jobs. Is it Steve Jobs is gone? It's another one of those. Is it? Oh, it was one of those computer guys. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Is buying up all the farmland. Okay, he's in bed with the government too. Allegedly, allegedly. Don't come for me. Okay, don't come for me. Okay, I don't want none of the smoke. I'm just saying what I heard. I'm just conveying what I heard. Okay, and what people pretty much already know. But word on the street is they're producing fruits and vegetables that don't have any seeds so that you can't grow your own food. You have to get seeds from the government. Okay. So if you even wanted to try to be off the grid, you need to get your seeds now. Okay. These seedless grapes and seedless watermelon and seedless, I never even thought about it. We've had seedless stuff for a long time, fruits and vegetables. But to even think that that's the reason why, get your seeds now. Okay. I want you all, if you can possibly do, there is on YouTube a very dear friend of mine, the Purposeful Prepper. Okay. She's a part of the prepping community and she's been, I don't think it's coincidence that I reconnected with her in the midst of her prepping. This community believes in preparing for times like this, where you may not be able, like after a certain point in time, which is quickly approaching, to even get seeds to grow your own food. You can't just get an apple that has seeds in it. And if it does have seeds in it, it won't produce a tree. It's an empty seed, it's a dead seed. Okay. So that you have to go to the government to get your food or to even attempt to grow your own food. I mean, look at what they've done. The food shortages, I don't think it was about the panoramic at all. I think this is a way for the governments to set up to control us. And personally, I feel, my opinion, we're already in the matrix. Okay. The matrix came out, what, 99, 2000? When did the matrix come out, y'all? Y'all know? Anyone know when the matrix came out? Now, I promise you, I seen 3 people come in here, but yet my views say I only have one person in here. My brother just came in. I know he didn't just come in and leave. Okay. And I know Gabby didn't just come in and leave. This is nuts. But, is Instagram cutting me off because I'm talking about something they don't like? They don't want me spreading this message. Come on over here to YouTube then. Okay. Come on over here to YouTube. They didn't kick me off that I know of, but it's coming. So start getting your seeds now. Start collecting. If you can't buy gold, save your coins because they're metal and they're going to be precious. Okay. And if look, I can't tell you who to believe in, but I'm just saying this Jesus, this Holy Spirit, this Heavenly Father has been watching over me since my beginning of my life. And he's been so good to me. If you tired of working for the man and not going nowhere, not feeling secure and safe, you tired of the government all up in your finances, all up in your business, come on over here to Jesus Christ. Look, the walk isn't easy, but the burden is definitely light. Okay, you can't have all that stuff on your shoulders and try to walk this narrow road as a Christian. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll be falling off all the time, but I'll be coming back again. It's not easy. I'd be slipping up and doing stuff that's not what the world considers a Christian or what the world considers good. Is not, maybe not even the Bible doesn't seem right. I am perfect, but I'm also under construction. God is changing me every single day. Okay. You want to be on a winning team. You get your life right. Now, if you don't want to believe it, I can't control that. But don't say that Auntie Akara didn't tell you, come on over here to Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you can fall. He will help you get back up again. Okay. You could be tempted by something that, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And the Holy Spirit and God and Jesus is not going to be like, you're condemned to hell. Okay. That's not the God that I serve. He's going to be like, come on now, Cara. Come on back home. The God that I serve is more like the prodigal son's father, who's like, you want to do it? Go ahead and do it. I'm going to let you go ahead. But when you're ready to come back, I'm going to be right here every day looking for you to come back. And when you do, I'm going to welcome you back with a whole party because you done made it back home. Okay, that's the God I serve. A merciful, graceful God. Okay. And when we fussing because we don't quite understand what he's doing, and we're leading into our own understanding, we have a type of God that is going to accept us back every time. But just don't be caught out there when the final time comes, when it's time to be, yes, but don't use that grace to think that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. No. You didn't buy your ticket to the train to heaven, and now you can act a fool. No. Allow him to change you on the inside. The things that you used to do, you don't want to do no more. If you really received him, you're not going to be perfect. You're not. But if you really received him, he's going to change you. The things that you don't want to do is you don't even have to use your willpower. You're going to want to go out to the club, bottle full of bub. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. And you're going to want to do that. Or you think you're going to try to go and do that. And then it's like, I don't even want to be here. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to do those things anymore. He's going to change you on the inside, but you got to let him in. And don't be faking, because you're going to need him more now than ever. I don't think it's a coincidence that I did never told you the YouTube page. It's the Purposeful Prepper on YouTube. I don't think that we reconnected at the time that we reconnected. My bestie, I mean, we never really lost touch. We just life be lifing, and we didn't call each other as much. But when I say we reconnected, we started calling each other on a more consistent basis. And she was in the middle of being a prepper and preparing for times like this. You will thank me later when you go to her channel. She has seeds. She talks about end times. She has Watchmen 72 on YouTube, Facebook, on Facebook, where she talks about end time prophecies. Okay, you will thank me later when you begin to save stuff and prepare for times like these. Okay, get your seeds now. So I'm going to be going in about 5 minutes, and I'm going to say this: get your seeds now before you can't get them anywhere else. And I'm talking about, don't be getting them flower seeds, get them flowers, unless they could be food or herbs. Okay, get your seeds now. Start saving up real food. Get you a deep freezer if you can. If you can't, just start by getting something. Okay. Start preparing for little. I mean, just getting seeds, because I got some seeds. I got me some squash and some green beans and some peas and stuff like that. You know, hey, I have some seeds that I have left over from fruits that I've gotten, like some lemons and some oranges and some peaches that I've gotten. Save those seeds, dry them out, get you a dehydrator and dry out those seeds so that you can use those seeds later if you need to grow your own stuffs. If you have your own land, start your garden, because you may need to use that garden in order to eat. Okay. Another thing that's a sign of the times is coming to an end. Chipping. When they start chipping your pets, okay, you think that chipping for pets isn't going to transfer over to us, to human beings? The mark of the beast is coming. Okay, and you won't be able to buy or sell without this chip. Sounds a lot like our credit cards. They all are chipped. And what do we do with that? Buy and sell. I'm just saying. And they say it's for security, or is it so that they can track your money and track where you go? And what you're buying at the stores? I'm just saying. That's another thing. That's a sign. It's just a matter of time before the mark of the beast is being handed out to everybody. Okay. If it wasn't already inserted with these was it the jab, for the panoramic and the ether. Okay, because they I'm just saying. And I did get it. I got it, and I'm praying that somehow God has a way of destroying that if it's already in me. If not, damn. That's all I can say. Damn. I done got the mark, thinking that it's this and not that. And there's a lot of saints that got it on the premise of this is actually going to help you. I got it so that to be honest, so that I didn't have to deal with the testing. I already turned. You know what I'm saying? It was that easy. My believers, the enemy is not, he is sneaky. That's why you need Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God on your side. You know what I'm saying? I I'm just saying. They said you got it. How you? Why didn't you just stand strong? I said I did it in things like Lord, okay, because I need to get this for my job at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that I can continue paying my bills. If I thought I was going to leave, and I didn't have any intentions of leaving when I did, if I thought I was going to leave, I would have never gotten it. Okay, but and I did not want to honestly get it, but trust me, I had counsel with my brother, who is a saint himself. I'm sorry. I saw this. It seemed like it was wearing on. Let me reapply. That's the only thing I don't like about wearing makeup. You always have to reapply tones because it be wearing off, and it's like it shows your reality. So I'm also showing you my reality. Anyway, but yes. So that's really all I have to do. Do your research. Start preparing. If you're not saved and born again, come on over here to Life Row. Okay, come on over here. If you tired of the enemy all up in your life, causing all kinds of hat all up in your videos. Come on over here to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? We have fun over here. We have fun. We be having a time last night in Jesus Christ. Okay? And it's not all what the world tells you it is. We ain't all wearing long dresses down to our ankles and only, you know what I'm saying? We don't, we still sip. We just don't let it take over us. We can still, Jesus made water into wine. I'm not saying you can continue acting a whole fool and getting drunk, but you can, it doesn't say you can't sip. Okay? We have a time over here. We be having a time. So that's all I have for you. I will see y'all next time. I know there was more people in here on Instagram. Instagram Meta is messing with me because they probably don't like my topic. But thank you all on Instagram for showing up. I will see you on Monday for the morning chat. Y'all have a good weekend and come here, Instagram. We're going to talk about relationships. And the question, I just want to leave you with the question again is, do you think how you were raised affected your dating and or your marital status? I'll see you on Sunday. Bye. I'm going to see y'all on Monday. Okay? Unless you come on over here to Instagram. That's according to Akara on Instagram. Come here Sunday, 7:30, YouTube. If you want to support, it's in the description. Okay.